Graduates of Mesivta Birkas Yitzchok, Tovshin Ayin. I would like to help you focus on something which hopefully you've learned over the last 4 years. And let me take a few minutes to explain to you what I think you learned. And I must point that out to you because, you know, I consider myself a coach. And this is a lesson that, if you will remember, will help you continue to thrive for the rest of your life, no matter what circumstances you encounter. I have a very special relationship with your group. We have wonderful Bachrim in the yeshiva who will be seniors in a year, 2 or 3, and I will have a special relationship with you, but it'll be different. I can't imagine that I'll have the same type of unique relationship with any other group. For 2 reasons. First of all, we started the yeshiva together. I think there are shloisha shutfim in the yeshiva. There are 3 partners in the yeshiva. There's the faculty, Zakadosh Baruch Hu, I should mention him first, and there's the Talmidim. And that first initial group who came in not really knowing if they're freshmen or seniors, they had this sort of identity crisis that lasted 4 years. We built the yeshiva together, and so much of what the yeshiva is because of what you established in the yeshiva. So we're partners. I'll never have that relationship with anybody else. And secondly, the reason it's unique is because of who you are. It's just because the unique personalities of this group. I want you to listen to me for a few moments, and I want the parents and friends and fellow chaverim to listen to 3 primary attributes that this group of 14 Talmidim, what they had and what they implanted into the yeshiva. First is Bein Adam L'Chavero. The relationship they had with each other is just amazing. I used to love to watch them on the basketball court. I just loved to watch them. Because, like good yeshiva bachrim, they're competitive, of course. But there is such mutual support, you know, in the heat of competitiveness on the basketball court. You know, there's always one guy in the class, you pass the ball to him on the crucial point and bounces off his nose, or his ears, or his head. And then he's, never saw that. Never, ever saw that. There was such affection, such support, never putting down. This may sound trivial, but what they did on the basketball court, in building up each other and building the relationship, that's what they brought into the Beis Medrash. And what they learned into the Beis Medrash about what Bein Adam L'Chavero is, what interpersonal relationships are, that's what they brought out to the basketball court. And the tightness, the ki ish echad b'leiv echad of this group has been absolutely amazing, and the sense of camaraderie that exists in the yeshiva is there to a great degree because of you. Second point, Ayin Tov. Now, this group thrived on being the pioneering class in the yeshiva. This group thrived on being part of a small yeshiva. This group thrived because of the unique educational philosophy of this yeshiva. Well, let me tell you something. It did not have to happen that way. Because anything that's unique has a flip side. Every argument that I can tell you why it's good for somebody to be in a small group, is an equal reason why it's not good. Anytime I can tell you why MBY's unique disciplinary approach, disciplinary in quotation marks, is good, is a reason for it not to be good. Every reason they had to like the yeshiva, and this is what we hear in the street, the Talmidim love the yeshiva. Every reason why they love the yeshiva, they could have disliked the yeshiva. I'm telling you, I'm a realist. Do you know why they liked the yeshiva? Because they wanted to. Because they have an ayin tov, because they have a kind eye. They decided what's being presented to them is what they're going to like. Do you know what kind of an attribute that is? That ayin tov, that lev tov, to always sing the good. It's much more than give me lemons and I'll make lemon juice. It's much deeper than that. It's much broader than that. It's seeing the potential of good in anything that I encounter is something that has been a hallmark of this class. And the third element is leadership. And their leadership is really what I was referring to before when we said the yeshiva evolved. And that meeting in March, we had a vision of the yeshiva. And that vision, to a great degree, was based on a realistic appraisal of how far can we take these Los Angeles-bred young men. Well, I was speaking to the boys at this wonderfully warm Shabbaton Lake Arrowhead. I gave them the following mashal. Sometimes a parent realizes, okay, they have a toddler that's just beginning to walk. Let's go for a walk outside. Let's let him feel that he can walk on the outside. Let's walk a half a block to the corner. We don't think he could walk further than that. That's the plan. Well, child goes outside, senses the freedom. He's there at the corner, he's ready to cross the street. You gotta grab him. Okay, let's go another block. And the child's running, another block. Are you gonna pull him back? You're not gonna pull him back. And when you're buying a child a bike with training wheels, and we say, please, and I'm one of these nervous grandfathers, please, be careful, I'll hold you, etc. All of a sudden he pulls away from you and the training wheels never hit the ground, and he's doing handstands on the bike, you take off the training wheels. That is what happened with this group. They came into the Beis Medrash with a very realistic program of what we thought they could accomplish. They ran ahead of us. We gave them the recipe. We showed them the direction, and they just kept on going, and we're still playing catch-up. That's why this yeshiva is much more than the original vision. You know why it's much more than the original vision? Because of them. Not because of me. Not because of their Rebbeim, and not because of their teachers. If we get credit that we're smart enough to let them run and follow and not try to rein them in. That's why I have a special relationship with this class. And I don't know if you picked up yet the lesson that I'm trying to teach you. You built an institution simply by being who you are, by accepting responsibility, by realizing the world does not revolve around me, it revolves around me and my friends and my community. There's a communal responsibility. You have this ayin tov, and without consciously trying to build a yeshiva, you built a yeshiva. Wherever you go, you should realize, while you can build, you don't have to be a Napoleon. I once saw a wonderful article about Rabbi Akiva Eger, which to me has made a tremendous impact upon me. Just in the introductory paragraph. There were two people who lived at the same time, Napoleon and Rabbi Akiva Eger. Napoleon set out to conquer the world and failed. Rabbi Akiva Eger set out on a much more difficult task, to conquer himself, and he succeeded. Conquer yourselves. Channel your strengths. Be who you have been and who you are, and strive just to reach your own potential without pushing it, without trying to build castles in the sky, just being who you are, what you've built in the past. When it comes time to go to yeshiva now, when it comes time to learn a profession, whether it's going to be a profession in chinuch, and to be a doctor or a lawyer in business, whatever it is, when it comes time to build a family, know and remember, you have built an institution. And just by being yourselves, you can continue to be builders. Klal Yisrael needs builders. But Klal Yisrael needs builders who are normal and who are healthy and won't push it and will build something everlasting just by being themselves. I join you in thanking HaKadosh Baruch Hu for putting us all together in the same Dalet Amos Shel Halacha, so that we can learn from each other and we can support each other. And the relationship and the bond that I have with you and with your families, and that your rebbeim and your teachers have with you, is everlasting. We'll always be there for you, and I know you'll always be there for us. We're together, we're a mishpacha, we're a family, and we thank HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We thank HaKadosh Baruch Hu for the tremendous zechuyos that we had to learn together these 4 years, to build an institution, and to help make a tremendously positive impact on our community. I thank everybody here for the tremendous chus that we had to be together. Thank you.